share little bits of wisdom in between your songs. And at the Ojai show, you shared something about people facing fears and discomfort. Would you be able to paraphrase what you said at that show?
I guess it's the idea, these thoughts are sort of slippery, so I have to bring them back. But basically the idea that expressing and being and wanting what from an objective point of view might be called like optimism or something like that, where but the sun you have grown still resists. Anger, you're finally my bitch, through glory of this heaven's breath. It was after we were playing Dear Believer, actually, I think. The phrase that keeps repeating is, reaching for heaven is what I'm on earth to do. And what that means to me is so many things, but primarily that it will never happen. It's reaching for something, but I'm on earth, but I'm reaching for heaven. But it's what I'm supposed to do. It's what I feel like I need to do. And whether or not I'm able to, you know, sort of woo heaven down to earth or build heaven on earth that's not part of the equation that I'm really interested in. It's the action of reaching, which sort of encapsulates optimism to me. Or that feeling of going for it despite, not from an ignorant or naive standpoint, but from a standpoint of understanding all of the ramifications, especially of reaching for something that you may not get, the possibility of experiencing the pain of failure, and that what it takes to continue despite that knowledge is courage. Basically describing a pessimistic attitude as a very good manager of pain and avoider of pain, and essentially a coward. I don't necessarily feel angry about it, but I do like strong words sometimes, and I do think that with all of the shit that optimists get for being naive and silly and unrealistic, that's the favorite word of a pessimist actually is a realist. And for all the shit that anyone other than them get, I think it's important to note that all a realist is a manager of expectations, and usually in the name of avoiding pain. And so if you're all right with looking at the pain and moving forward anyway, that makes you a very courageous person, I think.
They always say that if, like in ignorance, you see the light and you think that that's all there is, but that true innocence like sees both sides of it, like the good and the bad, and still goes for the good. Yeah. No matter what. Yeah.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of courage to do that, I think, you know. I think it takes a lot of courage to do that. You put yourself up, especially just socially, you put yourself up for ridicule or for whatever, you know, and for your own personal failure. Because we all want to fly, basically. We all want those childish sort of things. And eventually we let go of them because it's too painful to keep wanting something that you're never going to get. But I think we all have this hunch that the impossible is possible, always. And that's what sort of keeps you going anyway.
Wow, thank you. To have trust, play like a child.
Yeah.
Reaching for heaven is what I'm on earth to do. Maybe reaching for heaven is what I'm on